But I don't want no tea. It gives me a headache.
Oh, what shall we have then?
Coffee.
Hey everyone. Alright, I'm back with a new video for track links. As I said on my last video for the Porsche King Tiger with the model casting tracks. Told you I'd be doing the Neubau ones next. Dragon kit, the Neubau, came out, I don't know, a couple months ago. And I'm going to be doing the tracks on this. Now, I've left the fenders off for a reason, so that when I assemble these tracks, I can just pull them over, drape them, and come here to the back wheel. I'm going to try and match them up on the back wheel here. And because I want to come over and drape them, I will not glue the last links. I'll let them dry overnight, and I hopefully will be able to pull these off and take the whole section off. We'll see. It shouldn't be that difficult. If I can get it past here, I can just take them all off. But anyway, first things first. Let me show you the links. These came on sprues. They're not the magic tracks that Dragon usually gives you. They're actually regular types. They're on sprues. You have to cut them loose, clean them up, sand them, get them ready. So a lot of work, but they'll look really nice when they get done. What I do when I do gluing type tracks like this, I've used this board forever. It's just a styrene board with a block of styrene down here glued on perfectly straight. And I start with one link here, as you can see. And I will take a link, put some glue on it, and I'll show you right here, if you can see. I will glue here, here, and here. And these three spots, I'll put a little bit of Model Master glue, and then put it on top of the link over here. And I'll keep doing this. I create a whole chain. I'll just keep pushing it, make sure it's up against the block of styrene here to create it so it's nice and straight. There are many jigs you can buy and jigs you can make, and I have friends who have done that. That's fine. This is simple, fast, and I get it done. Thing is once you start this, you have to keep going. Don't stop. Unless you're just going to make a piece just for the bottom here, fine. Go ahead, stop, let it dry, whatever you want. But Model Master glue, you know, it takes a while to dry, but if you do this fast enough, and it's really not that difficult, you do it fast enough, you could drape it around here a couple times and not have to worry about anything breaking. I want to take measurements to a degree. As I go along, I will, you know, put this down here, go, okay, that's about the full length of that, then I'll do it another length that long, and I'll just keep going. And eventually I'll make a wise decision, hopefully, that will allow me to know when to stop. Alright, so anyway, here we go. I'm ready. I haven't poured any glue in the jar yet. I've got toothpicks ready. I've got all my links lined up. So all I have to do is come over here, pick up a link with my tweezers, glue it to the one. Glue, glue, glue. So I'll put the glue over here. I'll be using this toothpick in here, holding it with this. Glue, 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 put down. Same thing, just repetition. It's going to be a repetition thing. It's real simple to do. I prepared everything, as you can see, all 140 links. Well, when I counted them up, I had to separate the links. Out of all the links I cleared, I cut off and got from Dragon. I separated them, so it's 141 on one and 140. I lost a link somewhere. I don't know where. So anyway, 140 links on this right now. So let me get started, and it'll probably speed up real quick after a while because I'm not going to bore you for the whole hour. You're not going to watch an hour video. So basically what I'm doing now is just dripping in a lot of Model Master glue. Just prepare. Just keep dropping in there. Make sure you have a lot of extra Model Master glue because it'll take a lot. And as you're going along, it'll dry. You'll have to put more in there or it'll just, you know, get sticky. I like to pour a lot in at first. Let's get started and do it, and I'll be happy. So I got a lot of glue in there. Yeah, pour some more. Can't hurt. I like Model Master glue because it takes a long time to dry. That's why this whole thing I'm showing you is for that purpose. You can use different glues if you want. Use instant glue. Pff, good luck. So just use Model Master. That's what I do. Alright, put the cap back on. This back on. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take some of my blue tack over here. I'm going to tilt this thing up a little bit so that I can get to the glue easier. I'm going to glue in a reservoir like that. I can dip it down in. Boom, I'm done. Alright, here we go. You may not be able to see everything I'm doing. I'm going to be going along on a chain, so sorry about that. But that's just the way it is. I got to be able to do this work more than showing you enough. But alright, here I get started. Alright, here I am putting the tracks together. I've taken this clip that was like 26 minutes long and turned it down to 3 minutes and some odd seconds, just to keep it from getting bored. I don't think you want to watch this thing for 30 minutes. But basically, I'm just I've laid out the tracks, as you can see on that styrene board, so that it's easier to pick them up, glue them, and put it on, glue it down. The faster you get this done, the better off you'll be, because you know, the glue does start to dry pretty quickly, but it takes like an hour or so to set up totally, 24 hours to be sure. So like I said, I'm working as fast as I can. I'm watching TV, or listening to TV, I should say. But it's pretty easy to do. I recommend that if you do get any kind of Dragon kit like this, or any kind of individual track link system like this, just use Model Master Glue. You'll save yourself a lot of hassles. Now, one thing you want to make sure is don't put too much glue on. Use the tip of your toothpick with a good amount on there, but hit each little link pin that's going to be glued down to the other part of the other track, because that way you get a secure foundation. If you only hit one or two, well, if there's only two, that's fine. But if like I had three, and if you have that, good. It gives you better tie down points for your tracks move. Because when you bend them over the wheels and stuff, if they're not secure enough, they will fall apart. So make sure you have enough glue, but not too much. It just takes practice. But other than that, keep working on it. I had to get a drink up there. I was thirsty. I had to get a drink of juice, and I just keep working along. You can see now it's going to be longer than my board, which is no problem. I just slide it off the edge, keep it straight, just slide a little bit off the edge, and it's no big deal. By the time you're working that far down, the front edge, which you started on, is dry enough where it won't go crooked or anything like that on you. Now later on, when I do put the tracks on, I have one of the links. After it was sitting drying for a while, I had one of the links draped across the top of the tank. I had one of the links pop loose. No big deal. That's why I say you got to keep checking this stuff. At the end of the video, you'll see me always tell you that just keep double checking yourself over the next hour. I did one pop off. I stuck it back in. I put a little 10x7 on it. No problems. As a matter of fact, after I finished this video, I went through and I ended up taking some of the weights off and put on 10x7 all over everything, put the weights back down, just to make sure that that Model Master glue didn't come loose. Alright, well, we're coming up to the end of this. I'm almost done the full length, and you'll see me come right back on, and I'll finish up the rest of this video. But like I said, just keep trying things like this. It's great. Anybody who does this, it gives you better accuracy, makes it look better for your contest if you do it at a contest, and you'll really like it. Okay, I have done 130 links. As you can see, this long trail, I'm going to let that dry for a little bit, especially here at this end, because it's just setting up. This stuff is pretty good to bend right now. This stuff it's just put on, so let that relax a little bit, let it tighten up a little bit. But pretty much I got a straight line here. It's bending up here at this end a little bit. I don't know why, but it's no big deal. It'll fix itself out. Okay, so let me dry that up a little bit and let that harden up a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, well, I'll let it dry for a little bit. I'm a little anxious, but it just always anxious like that at times. I have put weights, fishing weights in this thing. I did that a long time ago when I was building it. The reason I put the fishing weights is to help this get extra weight, so when I do go to put this down, it will make it easier for me to put the weight on it to help fold things and everything else. So here we go. First thing is to get these aligned. Now I just want to bring this end here just up over this back sprocket just a little bit. So I'm going to kind of get these in the grooves here. Alright, let's see. Come on, get in there. Let me see, it's hard to see sometimes if they're down all the way. Sometimes these want to play with you. There we go. Okay, so I've got all these bottom wheels on. Now, I'm going to fold this up gently like here. As you can see, it's still tacky, but it's folding onto that sprocket. I want to get a good, you know, I want to get a good straight look to it. So, folding up here like this will make it look really nice. Now, here comes the fun part. Let's see if I made this too long or not. Let's pull this up here, latch it into there, fold it over, and down. Okay, now, here comes the fun part again. I've got all this done here. Now, the good thing is I made too many links, but I want a little bit of a sag in these tracks, and I can come over top here. Let me fold these down and come across the top here, come over to here. So I've made a little too many. They gave me a little too many links, which is fine, you know, which is okay. Also, to make sure you remember the direction of these tracks. It is important that this groove goes up a little bit like this. You got a flat part, groove goes up. If you put them on backwards, it's not going to look good. Well, most people don't know. Okay, so here we go. What I'm going to do is I want a little bit of a sag here, a little bit of sag here, a little bit of sag here, a little bit of sag there. So what I'm going to do, I'll be right back. Hold on, let me get some fish weights. Because this glue is drying still, this can be done no problemo. You want to make sure, though, here's the big thing, is you want to make sure that everything's tight. You know, you want these tracks to look tight down here like it's pulling something, or, you know, whatever. But you want to have just a little bit. Being German armor, you're going to have a little bit of sag to it. Did I ever open this one? I guess not. Sorry about this, I should have been better planned. Alright, now, take some weights. You don't want too much weight, but you want just enough weight to help hold it down. Let's see what I have here. Okay, we're going to pull that like that. Create a little bit of sag. Oops, went the wrong way. There we go, it's a little bit of sag there. And we'll go to the next one. Create a little bit of a sag. I'm just doing this so I can see when I get here to the end, when I fold it over more, I'll see a little bit more of a sag. I may have to put some little heavier weights on here in a little bit, but I just want to create a little bit of sag. Alright, now, let's see. Sorry I have to get out of my chair. I have to do this on my knees because I got to see this level. Like, it looks to me like if I get this on here like this, let me pop that up. Looks like this link here, yeah, this link here will be my last link. Okay, so this link here I'll have to take off. So, because it's still Model Master glue, I know it's still pliable. It pops right off. I know that this will come over and down. Now with these extras, flatten them out. You'll use them on your next run on a flat part. So what I want to do is I want to bend this down. I want to bend this on top of it, and I want to leave them sit and dry overnight. And that will work perfect. Now what I want to do is I want to create a little bit of sag. I don't want too much sag. And the funny part about this is, oh shoot, sorry about that, I moved everything around. The funny part about this is you don't want too much sag, you want a little bit of sag, but you have to get it right. Now if I have to pull one more link off, I'm going to do that. And I think looking at this from the side view, I may have to do that, but I'm not totally sure. Because if you go too tight, you know, it'll look really bad. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. That's a little better. That gets on there. That gets on there. All right, good. So, actually, though, looking at this more, well, you get another weight on here. Because I gotta line this back end up again. I gotta make sure everything gets on there just right, the way I want it. And I think I'll be alright. Get another weight. Another weight. And I gotta turn this a little bit here. Make sure that this lines up with this on the sprocket. There we go. Now, what I want to do, I think what I'm going to do is use a piece of tape to help hold that on there. So what I gotta do, like I said, it's very touchy. That's what I will do. This is going to dry overnight. I don't know if I said that before. I probably have. Okay, let me pull this a little bit this way. Pull this. You just got to play with this. Now, what, you know, this is going to take a little bit to get it, because the good thing is, the Model Master glue, you got playtime. And it works out really well, and you can play with this. Okay, well, we've got sag there, sag there, sag here. I've got the sprocket up where I want it. As it hardens, it also may tighten up. And what I'm going to do in the morning is I'll let it sit overnight the way it is. I'll keep playing with it. Not playing with it, but I'll keep moving stuff around, making sure it's okay, well, the next hour or two. And I'll keep checking back on it. And in the morning, what I'm going to do, after 24 hours or whatever, I'm going to take 10x7, and I'm going to dab it on each one of the links. Not enough to disturb it, just enough to help micro weld each link on there. That makes a big difference. Then when you go take it off here at the end, you can pop it off and separate the two, and you'll be a lot better off. It'll be a lot easier when you go to pop these two links apart here. Pull the track links up, you can pull them off of here, and it should hold together and not break. If it breaks, that's alright, you can re-glue it, it's no big deal. Alright, well that's it pretty much. That's how I do my individual track links. So, let me sit up. Everybody's got their own method, and this is the method I use. I did a long time ago when I started doing tanks. At first I thought, oh, I'll be real smart, and as I did the links I put masking tape down to help hold them in place. Oh god, that was a mess trying to get the masking tape off later. This is so simple, so much easier. So alright, anyway, I'll be back on my next video, and I'll show you, I may show you this done, or finished I should say, and on the other side too. It may be a few days, but I'll come back and make another video, show you what it looks like when it's finished. Alright.